All right, so in this lecture, we're actually going to start creating our book by defining our page and our page size in PowerPoint. We're actually going to do a little bit more too. We're going to set up a directory for our book and we're going to save it and so on. So this is kind of setting up the initial book layout and a page and a book in PowerPoint so that we can start writing. Let's jump over to my Windows 10 PC and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Here I am in Windows 10 and I can start Microsoft PowerPoint just by clicking it here on the taskbar. Now, how did I get it to the taskbar? When you run an application, it shows up on the taskbar here in Windows 10 and I can right-click on it and I can say pin, or in this case, unpin from taskbar. And that will put it permanently on my taskbar so that I can start it. So go ahead and pin PowerPoint to your taskbar if you're running Windows 10. To run it, just click on PowerPoint and up comes PowerPoint and it gives me a choice of templates. Now this is an interesting way to begin with a background for your book. For instance, here's an interesting template. If I double click on it, here I get school backgrounds for my slides, and I can take these backgrounds and reuse them. So if I want a fall type school motif, I can steal it from an existing template. Now let's go ahead and we'll close this, and I want to go ahead and click on File again to come back to the screen, and I want a blank document, and I want it to be completely blank. Now notice I've got two elements here. I've got two text elements on the screen and I can click on them and I can start typing. I don't want them. Now if I click inside, notice the way that the cursor beam becomes a typing cursor beam, and I'm typing in it. If I go to the edge of it, I get the directional cursor beam, and if I click, it becomes a solid box. Now I've selected the box and I can resize it with these resize anchors. But what I want to do is delete it. So I'm just going to hit the delete key. So once again, here I get the I-beam for inputting text. Here I get the cross beam for being on the edge of the text. I click it, it becomes solid, the text box, and then I hit delete and it's gone. So I got rid of those two text boxes. Now I've got a completely empty screen. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to set the page dimensions. Now you can have just about any page dimensions on a book. The thing that determines your book size is typically where you're going to print it. So let's go over to a print option, which is what I'm driving toward, which is printing on Amazon. And you publish on Amazon via an interface called KDP. So I'm going to go to KDP and I'm going to create a paperback book. Don't worry too much about what I'm doing here. To get to, this is the print options on the paper. And notice we have a paper size here. Now the most popular and the cheapest paper size for printing is 6x9. If I click on select different paper sizes, I can see here's all the recommended. These are the most popular paper sizes for books printing on Amazon. Here's more standard trim sizes. Here's some non-standard trim sizes. You can see that they're all portrait, most in the cases. They're taller than they are wide. So what this is the width times the height. So you can see these are all taller than they are wide, so they're portrait rather than landscape. If you want to make landscape, though, come down and make a custom size. And let's see what the maximum is here. Let's see if we can make it to 15 by 8 on a height. And it says the width must be, so your maximum width is 8.5 inches. And the maximum height is 11.69 inches. So that's your dimensions that you can set, your ranges here if you want to print a paperback, which is kind of what we're moving towards, on Amazon via KDP. Now let's jump back over to PowerPoint. So now that we know that the most popular and cheapest KDP or Amazon print paperback size is 6 inches wide by 9 inches tall, we're going to use that for our book. Again, use any size that you prefer, and your ultimate destination for printing, the maximum sizes is going to determine what you're going to set your book size to. Don't set it to too big. Now, we're going to come over to Design, and then the Design tab here displays the Design ribbon, and in the Customize area over on the far right is Slide Size. Let's click on it. We can see there's Standard, so these are the standard wide sizes, and it's set for 11.33 inches wide and 7 high. Now we go and we select this, and we say we want a width of, 6 inches and a height of 9 inches, and that makes it portrait. And now we go, it doesn't matter what you pick here because there's nothing on the screen, so maximize is fine. And there, we now finally have a page that is the dimensions that we want for our final book. Now, as we accumulate pages for our book, they're going to appear over here in the slide display area on the left of PowerPoint. So right now we have, I guess, what would be the book cover or the first page, and it's white. Let's go ahead and set up a directory and save this. Clicking on the File menu, we can say Save As. And I click on Browse, and I'm going to come here to my Documents directory, and I'm going to make a new folder, and I'm going to call it Busy Bee Meets Spelling Bee. That's a proposed story title. So I make a directory for my book, and then I go inside it, and I save my presentation. I'm going to rename it as Busy Bee Meets Spelling Bee, and press enter. There, now I've created the base for my page. I have created directories to start storing any files that are related to creating this book, and I've stored the book source as a PPTX file or a PowerPoint file in that directory. In the next lecture, we're going to look at using free illustrations off the internet from my favorite site called Pixabay. I'll see you in that lecture.